Okay, for this video, we're going to do a tier list of every single Call of Duty zombie map. Only Treyarch, however. We will only be intruding Treyarch games, however. And before I show you my list, I will show you what the community ranking thinks. So this is the community ranking, which is obviously they've only got 5 tiers. Well, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why I said 5. But anyway, it's going to be our own list, so let's just get straight to it. Right, so I've got 7 categories. So the first category is going to be like awful maps, maps that are just not enjoying whatsoever. I I just can't play the map. It's just that bad. I just don't enjoy the map whatsoever. Next, we got boring maps. Like the map doesn't have a lot of content. It's just not exciting. It's not really replayable. Quite boring. Next, we got playable. Playable map. It's not a bad map. It's a map that I can play every now and then. But I would enjoy. But it could have some sort of enjoyment to it. Not bad as it's in the middle. It's a decent map. It's good. It's got good in some elements. It's bad in some other elements. Next is good, which means it's mainly got good things. It's like an 8 out of 10. No, a 7.5 out of 10. Goodness. It's good. Like it's got potential. The map, and it's quite playable, but it does have some flaws, which only put it down to the good category. Now let's talk about fun. A fun map is really replayable, and it's fun, but it can be like very annoying. Like certain steps to play the map can be very annoying. It puts it down. The masterpiece, the map is quite easy to set up on. The steps are easy. It has a really good Easter egg. Let's just get straight to the list. For the first map is Not the Totem. Now, Not the Totem. What do I think about Not the Totem? Not the Totem has been remade. Not the Totem is in every Call of Duty game, apart from Black Ops 4, and it will also be in Cold War, even though it's part of the new map. D Machine. For what would I give the map? What would I give it? See, Not the Totem is the first World at War zombie map. However, I feel like the map has got worse throughout the years. Like, World at War, I would say it's the best. If this map never got remade, I'd put the map unplayable. I honestly think Not the Totem's a decent map. It has potential. But it's just, I've seen better maps. For what do I give them? For the Black Ops 1 version is quite decent, quite good as well. I'll probably put that playable as well. But we're going to compare the map as a whole. And all the remasters of every single map. Black Ops 2, Not the Totem was terrible. It was inside transit. We only had a jet gun part. It was pointless. Black Ops 3 was very boring. And Cold War is its own map, obviously. I'd put this on quite boring. It's quite a boring map. It's certainly unplayable. It's good if you just want to do some practice. The best version is World at War if you want to do some high round solo. And it's a much higher tier. World at War. Let's talk about Rupt. Rupt. I actually like the map Rupt. I think it's a really good map, and I feel like that, unlike Not the Totem, I feel like Rupt's improved upon the years. Like Rupt in World at War is really hard and really, really difficult. It's not really that fun, to be honest. But you do only have 24 zombies around, so you do have the advantage of that. But is that really, really enough to give it a higher rating? Yeah, I'd say it's playable. Black Ops 1 improved it. Black Ops 1, if the Black Ops 1 had the one, not that it has the Winter's Howling, it did introduce a Wonder Weapon, but the Winter's Howling's god awful. But Black Ops 3 introduced a Wonder Waffle. It's a decent map. It does take time. I'm going to put this in the playable. I actually think Rupt's an underrated map, a very unappreciated map. I've seen people put this. People consider Rupt one of the worst maps of all time. Shima Numa. Very good high round map. How many times has Shima been remade? Strangely enough, I would actually put Shima Numa higher than both these maps. However, I think the Shima Numa version in Black Ops 3 puts this map down a tier, unfortunately. Yeah, it puts the map down a tier. I'm sorry, guys, but Shima Numa puts the map down a tier. For I would have to put Shima Numa in playable, just because of the Black Ops 3 version. Der Riese, oh, Der Riese. I'd actually say Der Riese is a masterpiece. However, the Giant's not on this list. However, the Giant, oh, the Giant. Mate, I would actually say the Giant puts the map down a tier. If it's a really good map, basic, easy to set up, easy to pack a bunch, camp in the catwalk, very fun map, Der Riese. The Giant is, it did improve it, but I would say it's kind of a downgrade. I'm going to put this in the fun category. I think it's a fun map. It's a bit of a challenge map as well, especially if you're playing World at War, because you can't use the window waffle. If you want to get good at zombies practice at World at War, you have no quick go, I have nothing like that. It's quite glitchy and hard. And if you're not good enough at World at War, do it in the Black Ops 1 version. It's very hard, but it's actually quite a hard map to do, so you're best off playing the BO1 version. Kino de Toten. This map is overrated. And I would give it the same category as Der Riese. See, the problem about Kino is Kino's a great map. However, Black Ops 3 version, I really do not like Black Ops 3 Kino. There's a lot of problems with it. I'll state the common obvious, is you can train in the alley quite easily. Obviously you could do that and be one of your super training. It's Nova crawlers are extremely annoying in Black Ops 3. I feel like they do damage to you. I feel like in Black Ops 1 the Nova crawlers don't damage you, their gas does. I feel like it just makes you nausea, which is quite annoying. Black Ops 3, it will take damage to you. I could be wrong, it could also damage you in the thingy. But I think in Black Ops 1. But because of the Black Ops 3 version, I feel like this map is downgraded. Also the stage training, it's not really that effective in Black Ops 3. It's annoying. Plus Black Ops 3 actually kind of feels slower. I gotta be honest with you. Fun. It's fun. But I would say it's a downgrade. 5. Oh, 5. 5's a good map. I'll be honest with you. I really like 5. I'd actually, it's classified on this list, just curiosity. Yeah, classified. See, when originally classified came out, I considered classified better than 5. However, due to classified, it's made me replay 5, and it's made me really appreciate the map. And it's a decent map. It's actually not a bad map. 4. I would put it in category good. I think it's a decent, really good map. It's got some flaws. It's not much. It's a very hard map as well. It's good to get. If you want to get better at zombies, play some 5. And if you're playing co-op, just cap the area. It's so fun. Better than the classified version. Ascension. If I've done get a remake, yeah, did but classified as a map. Surprised the Giant's not on this list, considering classified this. Ascension. Ascension's a good map, but it does have a few flaws. One flaw could be easiness. I don't really consider it being really easy a flaw. However, unfortunately, I can't give this map. I would give this map a fun tier, but because of the monkeys and a wee bit easiness, like by the easiness alone, it would get guessed, but because of the monkeys alone, good. Especially in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3, they kind of improved it. Not as good as the Zombie Reimagine mod. The Zombie Reimagine mod, they gave them the same amount of health as how much Hellhounds get. Call of the Dead. Ooh, Call of the Dead. It's actually a really, really fun map. It's a good map. Good Easter egg. Good. It's hard to do high rounds. That's the only flaw. High rounds. The file can be a little bit annoying, but it's actually a really good map. If I put the map in fun. Shangri-La. This is going to shock everyone, but I've got Shangri-La on BO1, but I've never actually played it on BO1. I've only ever played the BO3 version. For what do I think of the map? Is it a map I would play too much? Not really. Is it a great map? Nah, it does have a lot of flaws. However, I think it's playable. I would consider putting it not bad, but it is playable. It's a playable map. It's playable. It's good. It's a good map. Moon. Moon has a lot of flaws and a lot of good things about it. Black Ops 1 Moon looks fucking terrible. Black Ops 3 Moon actually looks quite good, but Moon has so many. The anti gravity could be annoying. I've got killed by the stupid fucking jump pads in the dome room. I've got killed because I get bad RNG or the perks spawns. Especially if you're playing a build match, you're not going to end the game. You can't just end the game just to get just try and get a jog. Especially Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is so annoying. Because guessing it, yeah, especially if you did a world record, you're not allowed to do a quick restart, which I think is stupid. Anyway, for what I give Moon, I think Moon's a good map. I still say to this day, Moon's ending is the best ending we will ever get. Far better than this one, which I'll talk about later. But I'd say Moon's good. Transit. Transit is very, very bad. It's a very mediocre map. In fact, it's worse than mediocre. It has so many flaws. I don't even have to explain the flaws. That's how many flaws it has. Nuketown zombies. What do I think of Nuketown? Nuketown is like... Oh, town's not... Nuketown's like... town, but I would say Nuketown's a slightly better town, apart from the RNG. See, people think Nuketown, the RNG perk drop is a good thing. I actually consider it a bad thing, and because of that reason, it's boring. I think it's quite boring. It's quite annoying. The zombies are very unpredictable in Black Ops 2. As you can tell, I really do not like Black Ops 2 zombies. I think it just has so many flaws. It's downgraded so much. Like, it runs really bad on PC unless you're running Plutonium. Fuck. It's has so many bad maps. Like, the maps are better off to play in a team than solo. Like, Black Ops 2 maps are not meant for solo. I've noticed that. Pretty much any of them is not made for solo. Even the greats, not really meant for solo. Die Rise. Fuck this map. This and Voyage of Despair are like the two maps that make me fucking sick. Honestly, it's like, I don't know what it is, sky sickness or something. I don't actually get it, but it feels like that when I'm playing the map, especially Voyage of Despair, which we'll talk about quite a bit later in this list. Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead, to be honest, is a masterpiece. It's just so good. It's introduced a good storyline. It introduced based on a real life thing. Obviously not fully. What would I give Mob of the Dead? I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's a great map. Buried. According to the community, Buried is one of the... Let's see what the actual community says about Buried. Hopefully it didn't reset my list. For the community, think Buried is an A tier map. I'm sorry. Buried, it's got a lot of good elements. It's introduced a lot of good things, but it's not the best map. Certainly not the best map. And this is gonna instantly trigger some people in the comment section. But I'm sorry. Buried is an okay map. It's good in some aspects, but it's not amazing. This map is Buried is such a fucking overrated map. Honestly, what do you do in a game of Buried? Oh, camp. Because the map it's actually kind of hard to train on Buried. I'll be completely honest with you. If you're meant to camp, it's just very boring strategies. I could say the same about you, Revolutions, in a way. Origins has a lot of flaws, and also a lot of good. Origins is a really good map, but Origins is one of the least friendly casual maps ever. See the Smith plays retrospective. He says the map's easier for fucking casuals. Wait until the fucking Panzer shows up at round 8 and fucking kills the whole fucking team. Think about that in Black Ops 2. In Black Ops 3, you can't outrun the Panzer because the fucking mud's worse. Origins is a fun map, but it is not a fucking masterpiece, honestly. See people that think Origins is overrated as fuck. And because if Black Ops 3 Origins wasn't a thing, yeah, the map is a masterpiece. But because of Black Ops 3, oh, no. Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil. Arguably one of the worst maps at launch. But it has grown over time. It's got a really decent Easter egg. It's probably the best Celebrity Craft map, apart from Mob. So it's quite annoying to set up. I'll admit that. But the Easter egg is quite simple. Anyone can pretty much do the Easter egg as long as you know how to do the symbols. The symbols is probably like the hardest bit. Maybe the marbles. And the eggs can be a wee bit annoying. But the Easter egg is really, really good. It's like flawless. But I gotta be honest, Shadows of Evil is a masterpiece. The Eisendrache. Oh, the Eisendrache. What do I think of the Eisendrache? The Eisendrache is like Origins, but all the flaws are gone. And here's another thing I forgot to mention about Origins. Origins forces the fucking story. Like I don't like to play Origins because I feel like I have to build a staff to play Origins. I feel like you have to build a staff to play Origins. I kind of feel like that about the Eisendrache as well. But at least I don't have to fucking look at a tutorial every time I play the Eisendrache. Setsubu no Shima. Oh. Setsubu. Be completely honest with you. Setsubu is a good map. That's a really good map. However, it does have a lot of flaws. I'd put it in the same category as 5 Ascension and Moon. I think it's a good map. It's a good map. But it does have some flaws. It does have some flaws. It definitely does have some flaws. Gorod Covey. Gorod Covey is not overrated. The retrospective, I actually kind of agree with part of his retrospective. Gorod Covey is not a masterpiece, and it is linked to a BO1 map. It's actually a really, really good map. The Wonder Weapon's good, apart from high rounds. The map's overall fun. It's a fun map. Revelations. I actually don't mind Revelations. It's got a lot of flaws. They were quite lazy when they made Revelations. Not as bad as Tag They Totem, but it's quite a lazy map. 4. I'm going to put Revelations in not the bad category. I think it's not a bad map. It's probably the best high round map if you want to do around 100. If you want to learn to do high rounds, play Revelations. Assuming you got the right gobblegums on. And you can get the gob mask. You're set. Blood of the Dead. What do I think of Blood of the Dead? Blood of the Dead's got a lot of flaws, but it's also got a lot of good things about it. Not really, to be completely honest with you. Blood of the Dead it's not boring, but it's not unplayable. But it's not really playable. I think this map got worse over time. See, if you play on casual, Blood of the Dead is quite a good map, fun map. If you play on higher difficulties in casual, Blood of the Dead is not a fun map. Unfortunately, it's going to get in a boring category. I don't actually think it's boring, but I don't think it's playable, but I don't think it's unplayable. It's a weird type, like, if I put another tier category in, it'd probably be there. Classified. What do I think about Classified? Is Classified a good map? No. Is it a downgrade from 5? Yes. It's not an upgrade. So I would put Classified in. It's not a bad map. Voyage of Despair. I can't. You know, I was doing this with a friend. It took us, I think it took us 4 or 6 hours to do the Easter egg, and that's the only reason I ever played the map. We played the map at launch, and I only played that like 3 or 4 times at max. I really, really, really do not like this map. I really don't like this map at all. I think it's a bad map. Unplayable. 9. I gotta be honest with you. 9's good, but it has a lot of flaws. A lot of flaws. First, the Easter egg is kind of annoying. It's actually probably the best Black Ops 4 Easter egg. Jeez, I've not done the 9 Easter egg forever, so I'm trying to remember all the steps. Because I don't watch BO4. 9. What would I put 9? The boss zombies and the catalyst zombies and the Blight Father are very, very, very annoying. How many boss zombies? The tigers are quite annoying as well. The spam of fucking bosses is a huge problem with fucking BO4 in general. If I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not a bad map. Dead of the Night. What do I think about Dead of the Night? I played Dead of the Night about 2 times, and I don't know how to fucking play the map. How the fuck do you unlock Pack-a-Punch? How the fuck do you get silver bullets? How the fuck do you build the shield? What have you got to do with paintings? What do you do look at a painting? Like, someone that hasn't put their time in research into this map, and this map got fucking no reveal. Fucking disappointment. Ancient Evil. I gotta be honest with you, Ancient Evil's quite a good map. I think Ancient Evil is like the Eisendrache in Origins. If it was made by if it was in a shit crew. But it's a really good story. And it's got a really good story in it. If it was made by if Ancient Evil was in the Black Ops 3 system and had Ultimus or Primus as a crew, and obviously I don't know how they could do that. Let's say it's some sort of mad dream. Let's say Ancient Evil was some sort of mad dream, and this is how Richtofen fucking actually betrays him in this map. Think about that. If I got to be honest with you, Ancient Evil's a good map, but because of the BO4 engine, I can't put the eye on the list. Alpha Omega. I gotta be completely honest with you. Alpha Omega, I thought at first was actually not a bad map, but over time, it's became worse. It's became a worse map over time. Jesus Christ, I'm shard, man. Just let you know, guys, it's like 20 to 7 in the morning when I'm making this. Fucking mad, ain't I? If I'm starting to struggle to see all of a sudden. What would I give this map? I would say Alpha Omega is... Fuck, my brain's dying as well slowly here. It's a boring map. There's a lot of flaws. First of all, it's a remake of fucking this shite fucking map. With annoying fucking boss zombies and all Nova crawlers that can fucking shoot at you. The Aljagadra, what's his name? The fucking electric dude in Transit. Like, what the fuck? The Easter egg is actually really it's easy as Black Ops 4 Easter egg. Tag the Totem. I'll be honest, I've only ever played Tag the Totem once. And it just looks like a very, very bad version of Call of the Dead. It looks really bad. I like Call of the Dead, but I do not like Tag the Totem. I really don't like the map. I think it's a boring map. For there's my list. For as you can see from this list, this is my personal opinion. Let me know what your opinion is in the list. And obviously, if you're new around here, subscribe. Like, even if you don't agree with this list, like and put your own fucking comment down. Tell me, what is your opinion? What's your favourite maps? And before I end this, for you, I'm going to judge the games. Worst to best. For what do I think? I think I don't think Black Ops 4 is the worst Treyarch game. World at War is probably the second. And World at War is not bad. World at War is decent. Yeah, I'd probably say it's Black Ops 4, World at War, Black Ops 2. I hate to say this, but the only reason I put Black Ops 2 ahead is because it has some really, really good maps. But Buried is overrated as fuck. Black Ops 3. Now, you might look at this list and be like, oh, but Black Ops 3 is better. Not really. Black Ops 1 better, possibly, remember. Black Ops 3 did have Zombie Chronicles. For Black Ops 1, I'll tell you, here's the best to the worst. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, World at War, and Black Ops 4. Yes, and I'm going to end the video before I fucking knock out.